We begin with that extraordinary sight. Donald Trump forced to hike around a giant crowd of protesters to go through the back door at an event outside San Francisco. This was the scene outside a Bay Area hotel. Police holding back hundreds of protesters, but they broke through the barricades, surging toward the entrance, forcing Trump and his motorcade to go around. And all of this playing out as helicopters hovered above. You could see Trump there jumping down a step, climbing up the grass to the back door. ABC's Cecilia Vega leading us off.
Tonight, throngs of angry protesters in San Francisco, blocking roads, knocking down barricades, clashing with police in riot gear. And when Donald Trump's jet touched down, the crowd was ready. ABC's Josh Haskell right there.
Protesters outside the Hyatt Regency trying to use whatever entrance they can to get inside and stop Donald Trump from speaking here.
The Republican frontrunner forced to take a detour. Watch as Trump leaves his motorcade surrounded by Secret Service, jumping down from a walkway, crossing a grassy median on foot to get into the hotel.
That was not the easiest entrance I've ever made. We went under a fence and through a fence, and oh boy, I felt like I was crossing the border, actually. You know, it's true. I was crossing the border, but I got here.
At his rally overnight, protesters jumping on cars, driving donuts, nearly 20 arrests. But the Trump show out west, a marked contrast to the campaign in Indiana. Trump recently visiting Indiana's governor, Mike Pence. But today, Pence saying he's with Senator Ted Cruz.
I'm not against anybody, but I will be voting for Ted Cruz in the upcoming Republican primary.
Today, I asked Cruz what happens if he loses Indiana.
Can you look at your voters and say to them, stick with my campaign, I've got what it takes to win?
You know, what I can tell you is Indiana is an incredibly important state. And the entire country, the eyes of the country are on Indiana right now.
And Cecilia Vega with us now tonight. And Cecilia, that was quite a scene late today. Even Donald Trump acknowledging it wasn't easy getting in.
Yeah, David, you heard him say in the piece that he felt like he was crossing the border. Look, 2 back-to-back protests, including the big protest that we saw a month ago in Chicago. I think it's safe to assume that the closer Trump gets to locking in this nomination, the more protests we'll see. David.
Cecilia Vega with us tonight. Thank you.